Talking late night, raw paper, late flights, young barracuda watching for them great whites, way bright stage lights, they might just take the pipe if I play it right, egg tight, go bananas, take a bite, hold the hammers, might take your life in your pajamas, play it right and take a hike to Alabama, I'm gone. I be in and out the spot, I ain't got no time to talk, nigga, I'm gone. I be on and off the road, I be living like a boss, nigga, I'm gone. Shawty through it like a pistol, knock the pussy out the park, nigga, I'm gone. We been racing to the money, I been winning from the start.
As the founder of Immjuss LLC, I am proud to offer services that can help improve your mood and overall quality of life. I understand the importance of self-care and mental health. I have dedicated my time to discovering how art, music, and smells can help bring joy into people's lives. Immjuss LLC offers a wonderful collection of paintings, extraordinary scented candles made with natural herbs and flowers, consulting services for advice and listening, as well as moon water. Visit immjussllc.com. No matter your needs or desires, you'll find something special here.
What's up, you guys? It's your good sis. What's up? I just wanted to make sure my sound was good. All right, you guys, I want to talk about, let's talk about spiritual warfare and damn, I'm all tangled up. Let's talk about spiritual warfare, karma, and all that other good stuff. This part 2. And with all of that, I was asked a question. And this is a question about YouTube content and stuff like that, but it's in the same spiritual realm. There's a YouTube content creator, that was in some misunderstandings, named Evangelist Val. She is a self-proclaimed evangelist and or pastor. And I got a question because I talk a lot about narcissistic, personality disorder and stuff like that. So they asked me, they was like, Just, is Vala a narcissist, sis? And so I got to thinking, is she a narcissist though? And I don't think she is, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. First off, let me get into this, because y'all know I love talking about like mental health and stuff like that. I went to school for mental health, and the reason that I did that is because I wanted to know what was going on with me. I was like, well, what's wrong with me? I wanted to know, I wanted to know what was going on with me, and y'all can hear that. I didn't know y'all could hear my fan. When I turned it on, it got low. When I turned it off, I don't know. Okay, well, and I got into like mental health, and I went to school for psychology because I wanted to get a better understanding of me, my behaviors, and why your good sis was off. Because your good sis is kind of off. I ain't gonna hold you, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all better love me anyway. But that is why I went to get my degree in psychology. To see what the hell was going on. What the hell is going on between the in the head between my ears, and I wanted to know. And so I really enjoy it. I really like it, and I love having conversations about stuff like this. So when someone posed the question to me, is Evangelist Val a narcissist? I was like, well, I don't know. Let me look at her behavior. Let me, look at some videos, and let me look at my some of my books. And I had my DSM. I don't know what I did with it, y'all. I had my DSM, and then I could have sworn I put it up here so when I came live I could refer to it, but I don't know what I did with it, y'all. I don't know what I did with my DSM. So let's get into it, because I don't feel that she is a narcissist, and I'm gonna tell you why. But before I do that, let's get into narcissism and all that other stuff. This article right here is Psych Central, and this is 5 types of narcissism and how do you spot them, child? How do I see these narcissists? It says, as a personality trait, narcissism can be overt, covert, or antagonistic, communal, or malignant. We all know, a malignant narcissist. I did a video about that. I already did. And it says, as a mental health condition, there's only one diagnosis. And then it says, when you look at narcissism as a trait in terms of how it affects your day-to-day life and ability to form relationships, there are 2 types: helpful and unhelpful. Adaptive is helpful, you adapted to it, and then maladaptive is unhelpful. Okay. So it says, in general, narcissism is closely tied to extreme self-focus and inflated sense of self, a strong desire for recognition and praise. So narcissism as a personality trait versus narcissism as a personality disorder. And this is where a lot of people get confused at, because narcissism as a disorder. Hold on, let me see. Peach said, funny how you mentioned Val. When all this popped off, you are the first person I thought about, because I was there when you warned her about being in places that she shouldn't be, and she dismissed it. Yes, she did, Peach. Peach T, yes, she did. She dismissed the hell out of it. But child, sis, I sure did. I was saying it in a nice way. I was saying it very nicely, because some people you can't talk to like I talk like that. And it's like on YouTube, I talk differently than I talk to people over the phone, because the way I talk, I just say shit, y'all. I do. I'm working on it. I promise you I am. But I just say stuff sometimes. And so I don't like when I'm on YouTube and I talk to people like publicly. I really, really try to watch my words, because the people in the audience are the ones that stir up the most mess. And sometimes the way I say things, I don't mean them like that. It's just, the quickest way from point A to point B is a straight line. And I do the straight line, and it don't always come out nice. And I don't mean to be like mean or rude. And my the last thing I do ever is try to hurt somebody, because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. Okay. So that was my nice way of telling her, you lay with dogs, you get fleas, in a sense of you can't get upset about your situation if you keep putting yourself in that situation. So let's keep going. It says, when people talk about narcissism, they might be referring to either as a part of someone's personality or as narcissistic personality disorder. The disorder is a formal mental health diagnosis, and there's only one type. This condition is usually diagnosed when narcissism extends beyond a personality trait and persistently affects areas in your life. There are 9 symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder. Let's click on that. It says, oh, okay, hold on. No. They always be trying to get me to do stuff. And then they want me to sign up. And then they be like, oh, it's just $145 a month. Girl, child. It says narcissistic traits can make it difficult to maintain healthy relationships. But the personality disorders are not personal choice. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. Like let me talk about bipolar disorder. Like bipolar disorder, that is a mood disorder. When you're bipolar, that's your mood. You know what I'm saying? But if you're borderline personality disorder, that's your personality. Like a mood can change, but your personality, that's you. That's just who the hell your ass is. You're not. That's your personality. That's just like for instance, Florida is hot. Texas is hot. That's Texas. But sometimes it rains. Sometimes you get a tornado or two. That's the mood. Your mood is off. But that's when you see somebody like, dang, she's acting different today. That's not really how she is. Why is she like that? Means that her personality is one way, but her mood today is something off. So what's going on with my sis? So a lot of people, they tend to misconstrue the two. They don't understand that when somebody is like a narcissist, by diagnosis, that means that that's their personality. That's who they are. It's never going. That's just it. That's it, and that's all. However, you could just be a fucked up, excuse my language, a messed up individual and have narcissistic traits. All right. And that's what I think that Val has a lot of narcissistic traits. A lot. A nice amount. Okay. A nice amount. So I had heard somebody else, I believe it might have been Treeses, call her a religious narcissist. And so I want to put up here a few, let me put this, I want to go to, y'all know your girl good sis love me some TikToks. So let's go to this. This is talking about religious narcissism. And then I'm going to tell you why I don't believe Val is a religious narcissist. All right.
Religious man or woman, the sainthood, which is actually nothing but the devilhood they carry. They will try to control you first directly. They will try to bring you down. But if none of that works and they want to be more powerful, guess what they'll do? You're right. They will use religion. They'll quote the Bible. They'll quote from the Quran. They will quote from other scriptures meant to manipulate you into thinking that God wants you to obey the narcissist. God wants you to be more compliant. God wants you to just shut your mouth and listen to them and let them have authority over you. And that is the most dangerous form of narcissism, in my opinion.
Religious narcissists. Now, since narcissists are all about control, it's not surprising that some of them gravitate towards religions, and they'll use religious expressions to try to control other people's behavior while simultaneously getting them to ignore their own bad behaviors. Now, a narcissistic parent may love one of the 10 commandments, honor thy father and thy mother. And what they're doing with that is they could be trying to control you with that and getting you to ignore your own boundaries and intuition, or getting you to ignore their own bad behaviors. The same can be said for trying to get people to forgive. You must forgive to be a good Christian. It's like, well, I don't necessarily agree with that, but they might try to bully or intimidate people using that expression. And I always remember Oscar Wilde saying, it's not selfish to live as you want to live, but it is selfish to get others to try to live as you live.
For any of you who have ever dealt with a narcissist who is religious, For any of you who have ever dealt with a narcissist who is religious, their relationship to God or whatever they believe in tends to always work in their favor. God seems to agree.
How do you recognize a religious narcissist? They are highly opinionated. They have very strong black and white views of what is considered gospel, what is the truth, what represents their religion's beliefs. They are argumentative, pushy, judgmental. They are going to try to convince you without really listening to you what is the right way to believe and practice a religion or believe in God. For a person who has spent their whole life being selfish, intolerant, being judgmental, and in many cases being hated and vilified, they found a community that unconditionally accepts them. And they've never had that because most narcissists are not like, nor do they have friends. They have a built-in social network, a built-in friendship basis of like-minded people.
Now that is that's a video about, well, this is TikTok, and it's crazy. Look at the name of the person who did the first comment, y'all. That is wild. Look who wrote the first comment though. I just peeped that. Y'all, that's crazy. That is crazy. But that's ticks of the talk, y'all. When you look up spiritual narcissists, I mean religious narcissists. Now, I don't think that she is a religious narcissist, and that is because, first of all, she's not consistent, you know, religiously, and number two, she's not. First of all, when I think of a religious narcissist, I think of someone like TD Jakes or the other one. When you want to think like YouTube, what's his name? Larry. That's his name, Larry. Those are our religious narcissists. And the reason why people become religious narcissists, because no offense, you guys, but Christians are gullible. You just say some things about God. Well, not all of them. But you got to be forgiven. So you could do what you want, and they'll forgive you and forgive you and forgive you. And so that's why you get a lot of religious narcissists. And you could twist the Bible to do what you could just say anything, child. And when I was on her panel, this person came up there and they said something about Jesus that I don't even remember, child, because I be blocking that heifer. That's not one of my favorite people. But they had said something about Jesus that was so untrue. It was crazy. And Val just let it slide. And so narcissists, they have a mask up. And so they want to keep that mask up around everybody. And the fact that she does not do that, her personality switches with whomever she's around. And that's what she does. And it's no consistency in it. So this is just my opinion. I just don't believe that she's a religious narc. I don't believe she's a narcissist at all. I do believe that she's manipulative. I believe that she uses religion to manipulate. And just like other things. And she uses her health situation and and if you notice the people that she surrounds herself around, she surrounds herself around people that can protect her, like Sean, OKP, Trees, Kimmy. These are people that either can protect her as far as they roast, they argue, Pam, they have pull or something, and so when somebody questions her, she have her friends come and say da, 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 while she's sitting in the back like, I just don't believe it. How could you do this? She surrounds herself with pit bulls. And I don't mean to call your guys pit bull, but I'm just saying, or attack people. That's a nicer way to say it. And so that's a form of manipulation and a form of using. So I do believe that she has personality traits of a narcissist. But to say, and this is just all my opinion, guys. This is all your good sister's opinion. This is not no medical diagnosis. I promise you it's not. But as far as herself being a narcissist, for her actual personality, number one, I don't know her like that. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing online. That's number one. Number two, I don't have a history. I don't know her history, so I can't. I'm just speaking on videos, and from the videos that I have watched, and from talking to her and stuff like that, it's not. It's she has traits, and she hasn't. I just watched her last video, and if you watch her last video, she doesn't admit she don't apologize for nothing. She don't say sorry, but she says, I apologized. No, you did not. You apologized for other people's problems. Like, I'm gonna give you guys an example. If you guys don't know, Pam is my friend. I speak to Pam. I talk to her regularly, offline. And so I knew about a lot of this stuff going on before it, like, when as it was coming to the public. I knew. So when I had so watching Val on talk to you guys, or to the public, she was just not truthful. And that I was like, damn. You know how you see something like, damn. However, this last video she did, she even though she told the stories, and she told everybody a story, which is still on YouTube, she twisted her own words around. Like, her story is never consistent, and she doesn't care about that, because she's told everybody she has a brain injury. However, when she was talking to another young lady, she was trying to correct that lady's memory. And I don't understand when, somebody was like, oh, well, go watch that. I watched it, and I'm like, how are you going to correct someone else's memory when your whole thing is you do not have a good memory yourself? So using a medical condition, and I got ADHD. So I got my memory screwed. Y'all know y'all good sis memory be off. Okay. I tell you guys all the time, my memory is not good, and so when I do speak about people, I'll say something like, I don't want to quote her because I don't know exactly what he or she said. So if I don't know exactly what someone says, I don't want to quote them. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. If I don't know what a person says, I don't want to quote them exactly. I'm sorry, y'all. And so I don't do that. And so, however, it's a convenience. It's the convenience of the medical issues that is the problem. And so and it's also the behavior. It's a calculated behavior. If you look at the behavior, you'll see there's calculation in the behavior. So we know that they're calculating, manipulative, say one thing in front of everybody, something else behind the scenes. And so all of those can be traits of narcissism, but they are not proof of an actual personality disorder. And personality disorders is something that you really want to know all of the key factors before you try to diagnose that with somebody. Because a person, once you say somebody has a personality disorder, that's also saying that they're never going to change. And I like to believe that everybody can change except for Jag and TJ. I like to believe everybody can change. And I had said this before. I don't know where I was at, but I had said before that if she didn't have, if people would stop like jumping to her defense all the time when they can see that this shit is bullshit, then she would stop. And you see how once everybody said, you're not telling the truth, then she was like, I'm getting off YouTube. I'm not saying anything. Her behavior changed. If that was her personality, her behavior wouldn't change. But her behavior changed when she saw other people wasn't going to be a part of her bullshit no more. And so yeah, I do believe that she has some stuff with her. However, if she was a religious narcissist, she would have learned and was able to have her own church, because she would want everybody praising her as a god, like a TD Jakes. And if she was an actual narcissist, she would be more consistent. There's no consistency with her from me. And like I'm saying, it's not a diagnosis. I'm not a doctor, you guys. This is from what I see, because mental health isn't just my job. It isn't just what I got a degree in. I love it. Like I really love the brain and how it works. Okay, because like I told you, your good sis, I'm a little. I got some screws that's loose. I ain't gonna hold you. I got some that's loose. I'm a little off. And I went to school for psychology so I could see what was going on with your good sis. I'm like, I want to know how can I fix me? I want to fix myself, fix these screws, So yeah, that is just what I think about Val and if she's a narcissist. Now let's talk about it spiritually, because spiritually, what's going on is a whole nother story. And this is about spirituality and karma and stuff like that. Um, hey everybody. Oh my gosh, y'all. I said hi to my good sis Peach Treat Tea. I say, oh, hi, baby. Say it with say it. What do you say? Say it, you think it. Oh, hold on. I say it, you think it. Sis, I do too. I be seeing stuff and I be saying it, but I gotta learn how to say stuff better. Therapeutic healing frequency music channel. Okay. I think Sean said he's gonna talk more about it this weekend, because I ain't got nothing to do this weekend. Let me see. I stopped listening to because of who? Val, or because of, I don't know. Jag, I just don't know what happened. Cause no, but look, I can't speak for Sean. I just know that he wasn't told. They didn't tell the truth. Well, Val didn't tell the truth for him too. I don't know. I can't speak for nobody. Hey sis, that's my sis right there. I'll behave. Hey sweetheart. Let me see. Okay, I say hi. The math was not mathing, and you know what's crazy is the math was not mathing, but I couldn't say anything because I talked to Pam behind the scenes, and I know how I just get to run in my mouth, and I not only do I have a channel, but I have a business. And a part of my business is, and I'm talking about real LLC type business, is I give people advice, life advice, life coaching when it comes to your life and what's going on. And one of the services I have is venting. Matter of fact, let me play my commercial real quick for y'all.
As the founder of Immjuss LLC, I am proud to offer services that can help improve your mood and overall quality of life. I understand the importance of self-care and mental health. I have dedicated my time to discovering how art, music, and smells can help bring joy into people's lives. Immjuss LLC offers a wonderful collection of paintings, extraordinary scented candles made with natural herbs and flowers, consulting services for advice and listening, as well as moon water. Visit immjussllc.com. No matter your needs or desires, you'll find something special here.
Okay, so y'all see what I got, right? And so with my consulting services and venting sessions, I don't ever want anybody to think that what they tell me would ever get anywhere else. And so being as though I was behind the scenes, and I know I spoke to Pam on the phone, and I knew a lot of things, I did not want to come out and talk about it first without permission, or be the first one to say anything, because I didn't want to mess up me and what I do. And I don't want the people that I deal with to think, oh my God, Justice, I'm really not like that. So the math was not mathing at all. Where's that? The math wasn't mathing at all. And I knew why, but I couldn't say anything. So now that it has come out, I'm going to say something. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just putting my 2 cents in to the behavioral health aspects of it. because that's what I like. I like behavioral health. So as far as the behavioral health aspects of the situation, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on that, as well as the spiritual aspects, because your good sis do that too. Yeah, I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious. I am spiritual. I work with roots. I am a spiritual person. And so in a spiritual aspect, even when it comes to spiritually, when it comes to narcissistic disorder, there are certain spirits and stuff that go along with that too. And even though, Val probably could be suffering from a lot of them demons, that doesn't necessarily that mean that they line up with the exact ones that deal with narcissistic or people that deal with narcissism. And I do believe there's a lot of demons going on in there that, sometimes, and the crazy thing, and this is why I had told her to watch who she sits with, because energy is transferable. And I did a video about transferring a transferable energy on my live. And when you deal with something or somebody that has evil entities, demons, or bad spirits on them, that shit'll transfer to you. Okay, that's why when you saw, I'm gonna have to change the title of this daggone live, y'all. That's why when you saw her, or when she would sit with certain people, she would adopt their personality. Not really adopt their personality, but she would talk about the same people they was talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? When she sat with trees, she was talking about income and opinion. And when she got income and opinion test, she apologized for talking about her with trees. And when she went back to trees, she apologized to trees about what she did with income. See, and so when you sit in certain environments, you could pick up the energy from that environment, whether it be positive or whether it be negative. All right. And so you got to watch who you sit with and what you're willing to talk about. And you got to ask yourself, am I going to pay for this later on? Am I going to have to apologize for this later on? Because I might not want to say sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're good sis. I actually do. My memory is actually fucked up and I'm working on that. However, I am a kind person by choice. By choice. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. You're good, sis. I had to order some stuff, and so I'm sorry. My groceries, because I had my kids, my kids, y'all nephew and niece, they waited until later to have to tell me what they wanted to eat. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is this calling me? And so I had to order them some stuff. Y'all, your nephew and nieces be they getting me, okay? Cause I be trying. Okay, so back. So depending on who you sit with or where you at, that energy, you'll be a part of it. And if you don't want to be a part of something bullshit, you don't be bullshit. However, y'all, it's crazy when you're not like following the mess, but you are. And what I mean by that is I had to do a lot of watching stuff, because I haven't really been watching this like that. Like I had said on my Discord, I was behind the scenes. I know about a lot of this because I'm friends with Pam. I'm behind the scenes, and then I'm watching it because that's my friend. I am very, when it comes to people I care about, I am very I'm like a protective. I'm very protective of people that I care about. So I'm watching because I'm like, she gonna stop messing with my friend. And I guess, I don't know. Some people say that's weird, but I'm very protective of people I care about. And so I had to do, when I was asked if she was a narcissist, I had to do a lot of video watching, and when it comes to in retrospect of looking at her behaviors and how she talked and stuff like that. So this video in no way, shape, or form is to put down or to like be a mean person. This is literally to look at it from a behavioral standpoint. That's it. I promise you. It's not like none of that. It's from a behavioral standpoint where you got to step outside yourself and your feelings and your personal dedication or any bias that you have and look at it medically. Y'all, this chair hurting your good sis cheeks. I ain't gonna hold you. And look at it medically, instead of personally. Because when you dealing with something and you have a bias, it can mess everything up, and you don't want to do that. So, I looked at one of the videos of her friend, or her supposed to be friend, Kimmy, and she act different when she was with her. She was portrayed herself differently when she was with her. She portrayed herself differently when she was with Toast. Like, she portrayed herself differently where she went. Let me see what she said. None of us know what the truth, but the truth is what she said, what he said. All this mess needs to stop. I listened to all CCs, and most of them that's judging her, throwing stones, did and said horrible things. And this video is titled about karma and stuff like that, because, and one thing that I had said is everybody is going to, like, every dog has their day. Karma doesn't have a name on it, for real. Sis just be going around flipping tables, and so when it comes to like spiritual warfare, and let me tell you guys about that, and even in reference to this, I don't know if you guys noticed, but karma ain't playing. And these bad spirits, they're not playing. Like, all of this negative energy, it's no joke. It is no joke at all. It is not a game. Like yesterday, I had the video was scheduled for yesterday, and I it wasn't a good day. Okay, because we're all going to get hit with tests. We're going to be tested. We have been pretending to be a person for a very long time, and we're going to get tested on that to see if you are really, about what you say you're about. If you, the person that you're trying to portray to people, are you really that person? Y'all, I ain't gonna hold you. The person I was portraying, as far as that, oh my God, I'm so happy all the time, I'm so nice all the time, that is not me. I'm not that nice like that. I'm not. I be getting, look, I was being a big ass bitch. I was being a big ass bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sorry. This is me. Look, this is your good sis taking accountability. I was being a fake ass bitch. And I am so sorry. Because I'm not that nice. And I was really trying. But I'm not. I'm kind. I'm really a kind-hearted person, but and I learned my lesson on being too kind because I didn't know how to do it. So that's how people thought it was okay to come out their mouth crazy. That's how I got in that whole debacle situation with Trees coming out her mouth crazy and this and that, because I allowed it. Things will happen to you that you allow. And I allowed it. And that is crazy, because in real life, I'd have been throwing hands, shoes, knees, feet, elbows. And it's like, girl, why are you being a big ass bitch? I had to sit and I had to talk to myself. And people, when I had told Val, I said, look, you gotta put a line in the sand. You gotta figure out what type of person you want to be morally, and you got to be that person morally. Like, you can't switch up your morals. Like, you can't do that. And then let me tell y'all, and this is what makes me angry. Like I told you before, I'm a spiritualist. I'm not religious. I'm not a Christian. I am a spiritualist. I am a spiritualist. If you think you got bad energy, bad spirits in your house, I can go there and clear that shit out. You know, I bring my sage. I bring, you know, I can, like, that's me. I'm not religious. I know the Psalms. I know the Bible. Don't get me wrong. I know the Bible. I know all of that. Look, he said, we still love you. I hope so. Please love me, y'all. I'm so sorry. I was not being, hold on. I was not being true to myself. And I wasn't being true to you guys. I was being a fake ass bitch. Because I am not. I am not. And it was my fault. It was my fault. Like, it was not even, it wasn't even Teresa's fault. It was my fault. Because I should have stopped it. I should have put my foot down. It was my fault. People are going to be who they are, and they're going to treat you how you allow. Okay? And I was being a fake ass bitch. I can admit that. But I'm trying to learn how to balance that and how to not come out my mouth reckless, because all my life I had the mentality like I could say what I want because I could fight. So I could just say what I, but you can't. Like, you can't. You really have to have other people's, you gotta worry. Like, people, you don't know what people are going through. There's people walking around that is this close to wanting to hurt themselves and harm themselves, and they could be one insult away from doing it. And you could be the person that either pulls them off the ledges or pushes them, you know, over the ledge. And I could not live with myself if I ever pushed anyone off the ledge. I wouldn't be able to do that. So I just became too nice. I was scared. I was scared of, you know, hurting anybody or doing that. And you know, while doing that, I allowed for myself to be disrespected. And that ain't okay. That's not okay, because then it's going to build up until I'm ready to like, we both can go. Like, and it's not okay. That's not okay. You know, we all have to find that spiritual middle ground. Oh, my stuff is here. Look, they ringing my little doors of the bell. Doors of the bell. Like, we all have to find that spiritual middle ground. And that's what I was trying to tell Val without telling Val on that panel. You know what I'm saying? And so um we I found out a lot when I hit that panel, y'all. Because I hit my happy chuggy ass on that panel, and I did not expect for her to lie in my face. So it caught me off guard. I didn't know what to do. Like, it caught me off guard when things were said, because, like, let me give y'all an example. Um, and this is already out there. Pam had brought Val a laptop, and it's not just, and that's as friends, and not even as friends as met. That's as YouTube friends. And to me, it's so much more into that, because it's not just somebody buying you something. To me, it is, you had a need that needed to be filled. And a friend, anybody saw that you had a need and they filled it for you. That isn't just financial. That is something that obviously no one else did, because you still had that need. And to me, that means a lot. You know, if someone was to do that, that would mean a lot to me. And so I see it in that way. So when I said she bought you a laptop, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ever do that, you know, for me. Shit. It wasn't so fine. It wasn't just a financial. And when I hear people say they're Christian, or when someone really pushes Christianity, I think of them in a higher regards, especially when it comes to empathy. So I would have thought that she would have saw the meaning behind gift giving, and the meaning behind someone seeing that you had a need and they helped you with it, especially if you didn't even have to ask for it. And the way that she responded, it was so much venom in it to me. This is just what your good sister. It was so much venom behind that, because I felt that energetically. Like, where the fuck? Like, that ain't nothing. What you mean? Like, that caught me off guard, y'all. So much stuff caught me off guard. But you know, like I said before, when people are dealing with spirits, and it was like when I was there, when I was there and when I was on there, I was multitasking. I was up there. I was also on my tablet. My daughter was calling me because my kids wanted to go to the movies. So I was up there and I was also doing other things. So I was in and out the conversation. So I didn't really hear the whole conversation. And so but that when that was said, that threw me off because like the venom, the venom behind that comment, like the what you mean? Like that was off. And I was like, that was weird. Like the way she replied to that was really crazy to me. And so it's just a lot, but that doesn't mean that somebody's a narcissist. When someone goes through a lot of trauma in life, when you go through trauma or when you're dealing with traumatic episodes and instances, not only do you pick up uh habits and defense mechanisms, but you also pick up spirits. You pick up different spirits along the way. And if you don't do what you need to do to rid yourself of those spirits, they're going to grow. They're going to grow and they're going to multiply because they are legion, legion, legion. Okay. And so it's about the beast you feed. If you want to be a good person, you got to feed the goodness in you and you got to starve the badness. And when you're up, when someone's on here being in the mess, you're feeding the evil, you're feeding the negativity, you're feeding the bad demons. And what people don't understand, but that this is the year of karmatic energy. We are now in the age of Aquarius. This is the time of karmatic energy. This is the time of your shadows coming back to get you, and they're coming. They are coming. I be fighting my shot. I be in this joint shadow boxing. I be going through it. Your good sis be going through it. I'm telling you. And it wasn't just before now. I be going through it, period. Like, cause I have a lot on my shoulders, bro. I handle and deal with a lot. Okay. However, the way you carry yourself from person to person, from friend to friend, that matters as well. All right. And so not only that, but when you carry, okay, listen, it's not about how you carry yourself when people is around. It's about how you carry yourself when nobody is around to compliment you on how you carry yourself. All right. That is what matters. What matters is how you act when you are with one person, how you act when you are by yourself, when you are with your family. Because when I was going through what I was going through with old girl, I was still friends with Pam. And I never like I'm not I didn't talk crap about, old girl to Pam. I didn't. And that's because I would never want any of my friends to think, oh, just be talking ish. And when I did talk ish about old girl, I told old girl, I was like, yeah, I was mad at you. You was a whole bundle of bitches. I was pissed. I was like, you was a whole bundle of bitches, sis. I was like, you was a Black Friday seller bitches. I ain't gonna hold you. Because the thing is that I would never want somebody, if I bang with you or anything, I wouldn't want someone to tell you stuff that I said without you knowing, unless I said something about you and I forget. And if that's the case, you say, oh girl, did you say this? And I'm like, damn, that sounds like something I say. That's fucked up. That's really me. That's really my personality. And that is one of the reasons why people hit me up or people call me and they ask my advice or they ask me questions and be like, oh, what do you think about this? Or, how do you think about that? And not only that, I did tell you guys, my memory is not all that good. So I don't be remembering everybody's business unless they're a client and I write it down. Now, if they're a client, I keep a folder behind two locks, even though it's not real therapy or nothing like that. I still treat it with HIPAA and all that other good shit. So I write down information. I keep it behind two locks. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget it. Okay. So they be like, oh, Just, I'm about to tell you this. Don't tell nobody. I'm not gonna remember. What you mean? Shoot, I'm an Aquarius with ADHD. Out of sight, out of mind. If you look at out of sight, out of mind, it should be a picture of your good sis, Just. Ask anybody who know me. They will tell you. And so my lips are chapped, y'all. I don't have my chapstick down here. I need to buy some chapstick and put right here. And so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We are in April. April was the most spiritual month. Y'all, all the spiritual happenings that went on in April, it was setting the stage for the rest of the year. Because I don't know if you guys know it or not, but the real new year, it's not January. So our real new year was a doozy. April was a doozy. So, if you wasn't really, if you are not, because I'm not going to say wasn't, because you still have time. If you are not, trying to, better yourself and spiritually become a better person, mentally become a better person, um, shit is going to go downhill. It's not going to be okay. And it's never too late to change. You can always change. Like, you don't always have to be fucked up. Oh damn, I smacked the shit out of my dang. I am a testimony of that. You don't always have to be angry. You don't always have to be fucked up. You don't always have to want to fight all the time. And all of that shit, stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just a person. And once you become a better person, you will become blessed. I promise you will become blessed. Not only that, but I also have money candles. If you need money, I got money candles, y'all. Go to imjussllc.com and get yourself a money candle, because I do have those too, and they do work. My Jupiter candles, they're not on sale yet, but they work too. And I'm going to start just aromatherapy candles as well, and that's going to be coming as well. And so yeah, I have that. And I'm going to start talking more about stuff like that on my members, in my members only, start talking about like how to use the money candle, how to use the Jupiter candle and stuff like that. So yeah, become a member, because I'm going to start, doing stuff like that. So, and I have protector candles. I have a whole lot of stuff, y'all. And so yeah, karma isn't, that was just, it was time. It was time. And I'm going to say it was time because of how it happened. You can't, all right, you can't talk crap about people and expect them to shut the hell up. And for some reason, she had expected that she can say all of these untrue things about people and to people, and they won't say anything publicly. But she was able to come publicly, but they wouldn't come publicly. And that's crazy for someone to believe that, because why? Why wouldn't someone be able to defend themselves, against something that isn't true? And that whole woe is me, oh my gosh. No, it only works if you're really a victim. Yeah, come on. That's not, it's not that, come on. That's not what it was. Everybody saw it, and instead of apologizing and becoming a new person, she wanted to play the victim card again. And I believe that the best outcome for that whole situation, for her, this whole situation for her, is to really take accountability. Don't take accountability for the fact that you told Pam, and Pam was not a good friend, because Pam was a very good friend, and Pam is a very good friend. And Pam is a very good person. Pam has come a very long way. I am very proud of Pam. She is a very good person. And she is not different. What you see is what you get with her. Like, she doesn't try to be something that she's not. Her online is her offline, unlike my fake ass. Like, sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I really tried though. I don't know. I'm getting better though. I'm telling you. Cause I'm different. I go overboard. When I get upset, I get mad. It be bad. So, but yeah, what you see is what you get with Pam. And so, it was really hard for me to sit back and watch all that go down, especially when people started bringing up her past, uh, indiscretions, her past issues that she had, and saying, oh, she's going to start doing that again. Oh, she's doing this again. She's doing that. That was horrible. Oh, what's the link? Go to ImJustLLC.com, love. And here, hold on. If you go to let me do it. I get it for you. Hold on. You see me over here tippy tapping. You hear the tip taps? Because there is an actual link just to the candles. So but yeah, it's like if you, I got it for you. Cause you know you're good, sis. I be a multitasking boo. So, but yeah, if you sit here and damn, you know I got ADHD now. I forgot what I was saying. Hold on. Where was I at, y'all? I got ADHD. Where was I at? What was I talking about? I'll just start somewhere else. So oh yeah, watching her, talk about my friend, talk about Pam, or let people talk about Pam in a way that they did, it was hard. It was hard for me to just be quiet. It was not easy. It wasn't okay. I don't like seeing that. That hurt my feelings, and it didn't even hurt. I was mad. I was upset. But you got to be the person in front of everybody that you are behind the scenes. You got to. It's not too late right now spiritually. It's not too late. I'm just saying in general. This is to her in general, because we're talking about spiritual warfare and karma. You have to be the person for real that you want people to see you as. You have to be that person. You can't be an evangelist 1 minute and then and something else the other minute. You can't. You got to be that all the way around, because karma ain't playing. Karma is not playing with none of our asses. Okay, karma gonna whoop our ass. Karma gonna whoop our ass, and cuz Jesus, he gonna sit back. He be like, he ain't gonna do nothing. He be letting karma just run amok. I didn't even know Jesus was flipping tables. He ain't never told me he was flipping tables back in the day. I ain't know that story at all, y'all. I ain't know my cousin got down like that. I know he was turning water into wine. But we're not gonna talk about how that's alchemy. Matter of fact, we will, just not in this life. Because your good sister knows alchemy too. However, yeah, oh my gosh. And I'm gonna do another live, and I want to talk about the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake situation and the ramifications of that, y'all. I don't think you guys know. I think you do, but it's just going to be some ramifications for that. And I'm sorry, I just found my tablet, y'all. So I have, what's that tablet? It's the Chromebook. I don't know, it's the Chromebook or the tablet. I got a couple of them things, but I found it. And I'm going to do the third part of the migrant series. And so look out for that. And I'm still, dealing with, my mom has terminal cancer. She's in hospice. I'm still dealing with a lot. So that is why I'm not consistent. I am so sorry. I have a lot going on, y'all, but I'm trying. So, I'm going to do that. And plus, I'm still doing some notes on I'm still taking notes on the migrant situation, because something has happened every day. They cutting up. And so, yeah, though that's it. I'm gonna have to change the title of the show, y'all. But can I do it now? Am I able to change the title now? I can. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I can, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Hold on. I'm trying not to be I'm trying not to have my shows go over an hour. And I have to make the kids, they want some baked potatoes. So I had to order them some baked potatoes, and everything came, hold on. All right. So I'm gonna change the title. I'm gonna change the title, and then after that, we gonna go. So thank you guys for coming through. Oh, I'm changing everything. I don't know if I could change it on all of them. Let me see. I don't know if it's gonna let me. Oh, it did let me, y'all. Oh, hey, go, just go, just go, just. All right, y'all. That was it. That was it. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Thank you guys for listening. I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed day. And I might come live again tomorrow. I want to go get my nails and my toes and my eyebrows done. Then after that, I might go live if I feel like it. But you guys can hit me up. All my information is I got Discord and stuff. All of that is down below. Hit me up if y'all want, if it's something that you guys want me to talk about, want me to research, want me to do a video on, let me know, y'all. And thank you guys. Love y'all.